They win the battle of the boards and get the transition game going and beat the Bulldogs down. That would spell trouble.
Andre Williams wins the tip, and we are underway.
Bulldogs in man-for-man defense.
Tony Allen gets two Bulldogs up in the air, puts it up and in.
He's a JC player from a year ago. He's their leading scorer. He is prolific, and he can post up. He just got inside, and he can work down on the low block.
Pass intended for Hiram Fuller. Too tall. Turnover, Fresno State.
On the road, you want to settle down. You don't want to turn it over that quickly, obviously, but the Bulldogs just need to settle down. Again, they are in a very hostile environment.
The interesting thing that Ray Lopes has done here, his leading scorer, Jonathan Woods, comes off the bench simply because Hiram Fuller seems to perform better in the starting role.
He really does, but Woods gets 30 minutes a game, so he'll get there and he'll get a lot of playing time.
Pass goes inside to Williams. He's fouled on the way up. Andre Williams going to shoot two. The foul will be on Hiram Fuller, his first.
Andre Williams is a horrid foul shooter. He's only hit one out of his last 8, and he's had trouble throughout his career. He's playing the best basketball of his Oklahoma State career, but he has struggled mightily at the line.
Averages 5 points, 7 rebounds a game.
Well, we just saw a different Andre Williams at the foul strike. Obviously, that was an area that he's been working on in practice.
He was 37.5% from the stripe going into this one. Makes 1-2. Rebound taken by Damon Jackson. 3-0 Oklahoma State with the early lead. Fuller driving the baseline. Throws it up. Stepped on the baseline, so it's out of bounds. Don't count the basket.
Yeah, these teams are mirror images of one another. They both play effective defense, and the Bulldogs are having trouble the first times down the court getting a good open look.
Todd defending Williams. Knocked away. And we have a whistle and a foul. Travis Demandby got on the deck, and he was fouled by Williams.
It's his first steal of the day. Remember, he had 11 last year, and he is a ball hawk. You got to love his determination. He's just going to play hard every minute he's out there.
Demandby shooting 48% from the three-point line so far this season. What a change from a year ago. He's happy he's no longer a point guard. Damon Jackson. Rebound Williams.
Damon Jackson was not squared up. He was off balance when he took that jumper.
Tony Allen looking inside. Now he's going to drive, goes behind the back, and dribbles it off his foot. Poked away from behind by Hiram Fuller. The Cowboys will maintain possession with 18 on the shot clock.
Like what Fuller did, flashing out there with good help defense, hustling after Allen made a terrific behind-the-back move. This is a very athletic team that Eddie Sutton has. They play above the rim, and they don't take a possession off. They play hard throughout the game.
Allen gets it inside. That's going to be goaltending. Count the basket for Ivan McFarland. Goaltending on Noel Felix. 5-0 Cowboys.
And they're getting inside the Fresno State defense. This is, again, excellent passing in their motion offense. Look at the movement away from the ball by McFarland. And inside, he's very good in the obvious rejection for a goaltend.
Sanders deflects it out of bounds. It was with the Bulldogs. 26 on the shot clock. Demandby gets it into Rolando Todd.
Well, the Bulldogs have not gotten off to the fast start, and the crowd is very much into the game.
Student section stands. Knocked away. Felix tracks it down. 10 on the shot clock. It goes to Todd.
Bulldogs just cannot find a shot against this man-to-man defense.
3 on the shot clock. And a whistle outside. A foul on the drive. Williams will pick up number 2. That could be big. Victor Williams, 2 early fouls.
That's a huge factor because he is the ball hawk, and he starts their offense with great defense on the perimeter. A little bit of a battle there with those 2 point guards, and we'll see it throughout the day.
And there's the first basket of the game for Fresno State off the inbound pass. Noel Felix hooks it in.
Yeah, Noel Felix with great leaping ability, a tremendous inside force for the Bulldogs.
Sanders inside to Williams. Finds McFarland and loses it out of bounds. Fresno State basketball trailing early 5-2.
And after getting that basket from Felix, now the Bulldogs can relax a little bit. You know, they gave up the first 5. They seem to be settling down and they're playing under control. And I like the way that Rolando Todd is bringing the ball up the court. So far, he's not lost it. He's gotten the team into the offense.
He's defended by Shane Gatson, who's just entered the game for Victor Williams in a 5-second count against Todd.
Well, that time he didn't give it up. And the Bulldogs are a good passing team, and you can't put the ball on the ground against Oklahoma State. They will crowd you defensively and force turnovers. They force 18 turnovers a game.
So jacket already off for head coach Ray Lopes. 17 minutes to play in the first half. A whistle away from the ball. We're going to have a foul on Orlando Todd. His first. 2 team fouls on Fresno State. Melvin Sanders will put it in play from the baseline. Deflected.
Oklahoma State's not a great perimeter shooting team. They're going to look to go inside unless they get a wide open shot on the perimeter.
There's a shot from the perimeter. A three-pointer put up by Melvin Sanders. And in.
He is their three-point shooter. He had 47 last year. That's his 12th this season. And if he's behind the arc, he is fully capable.
8-2 Oklahoma State. Rebound Williams. Allen dishes it off. Sanders again. Hits the back of the rim. Rebound Damon Jackson. He'll pull up and fire for 3. Demanding rips the rebound away and he's tied up.
Demambi's had a game this year. He's had 10 rebounds. Again, he does all facets of the game well. Shoots well. And what I like, he's a good shooter, but he doesn't force things either. He lets it come to him. Travis Demambi.
Possession arrow keeps it with the Bulldogs, and Jackson nearly lost it out of bounds in front of the Cowboy bench.
First 4 minutes, a cold shooting start for Fresno State.
One of your keys, fast start.
And they have gotten off to a poor start.
Bounce pass inside to Demambi, tied up. Walked, and it's another turnover. Fresno State. Bulldogs with just 2 points here. 15:49 to play in the first half. So far, it's been all Cowboys. Oklahoma State leading it 8-2. We'll get back to Stillwater right after this.
No woman is anything like another.
You don't look like,
Talk like.
think like, or even smile anything like another.
Okay, so we're not so easy to understand, but we sure make life more interesting. And if there's anything we all love
Besides you, it's anything, anything,
anything,
anything.
Warner Company.
Big Garden Village.
Imagine a financial resource for your small business that you can start with, grow with, and stay with. A resource that's there when you need a loan fast, when you want to expand or take advantage of an opportunity. That resource is Comerica Bank, with convenient locations, fast, responsive lending, and a full range of small business solutions, from payroll and business insurance to investment and retirement plans. A resource you can count on, because at Comerica Bank, we listen, we understand, we make it work. Players never win, and losers never leave. Angel.
Tonight at 9 on WB59. Fresno State basketball is brought to you by Herwalt Motors Mercedes-Benz Center. Value unlike any other. By Comerica Bank. We listen, we understand, we make it work. In the Big Garden Financial Center. And by Lithia Motors. We're driving America.
Tonight at 10, join Eric Alvarez and Allison Riddell with Dana Green on sports, George Mason with the weather on the KMPH 10 o'clock news. The Valley's only primetime newscast, only on your station, KMPH Fox 26. Here in Stillwater through the first 4 minutes, 11 seconds. The Bulldogs shooting just 25% from the field, 1 of 4, 4 turnovers.
Well, the pressure again, the defense of Oklahoma State and Fresno State so far not able to get into their offensive rhythm.
Jonathan Woods getting ready to check in for Fresno State. Bounce pass goes inside to Allen, blocked out of there by Hiram Fuller. Great defensive play by Fuller.
Understanding of the game, knowing where the guy goes when he got loose. And that pass, see, that's what the Bulldogs do. They get the guy who has the opening. And Demambi got the good shot off the great feed.
Three-pointer by Demambi off the block by Fuller. Knocked away from behind by Todd. They're on it again on the floor. It's going to be tied up. The possession arrow will keep it with Oklahoma State. Travis Demambi, as you might expect, the first player to hit the hardwood. He was tied up down there with Ivan McFarland.
Okay, the Bulldogs have taken the first shot from Oklahoma State. The Demambi three-pointer answers that they're only 3 down. They get Jonathan Woods in the game. They're leading the score. They got to be feeling pretty good about that.
Fuller and Demambi go to the bench. Checking in for the first time, Jonathan Woods, along with Ronaldo Major, number 1.
You like Ronaldo Major. You think he's going to be a good player.
He is. Been a good player already. Really helped ice that game at San Francisco with the 2 late free throws. Hasn't missed a free throw this season.
Bulldogs out of that timeout have coming out to a zone, and you see it's forced to change. The motion offense attacking the man-for-man was very positive for Oklahoma State. Against the zone, they come down and they've struggled a little bit in recognition of what the Bulldogs are doing in that 1-3-1 zone.
Third turnover for Oklahoma State. Genova Weatherspoon checking in now for the Cowboys.
Another JC product came in here, and he can score.
Fresno State down by 3. Gets it to Woods. Bumped by McFarland. He'll get it back to Todd. 11 on the shot clock.
See how far the offense has been extended by the outstanding defense.
Todd takes a bomb. Can't get it. Rebound comes off and it's controlled by Williams. Back we go the other way.
An excellent defensive sequence for Oklahoma State.
Weatherspoon takes it inside, picks it up, in and out, tipped up and around and out again. Rebound comes off to Major. Todd stutter step along the baseline, stepped out of bounds, or was he fouled? Out of bounds, a little out of control, kind of lost balance underneath the basket.
Yeah, he was out of control, but that's what Rolando Todd likes to do. He loves the open court. When the game opens up, you can see his quickness.
Weatherspoon, defended by Jackson, gets it to Sanders. Bounce pass inside, poked away by Woods. Again, the third time they're on the floor, tied up. Possession arrow, Fresno State.
We talked about Oklahoma State's tight defense, but Fresno State out of the man-for-man. Once they've gotten into the zone, Oklahoma State suddenly not getting those looks, those open looks on the interior and out of the zone. I don't know that Eddie said his team's a good perimeter shooting squad, so I think the zone was a good move by Ray Lopes.
Coach Lopes has stressed defense from day 1. Bulldogs have given up an average of 61 points a game. Felix inside Jackson, a little strong, put back by Woods, and a foul.
Jonathan Woods staying with it, following up. You see the first shot go up. He didn't anticipate the make. Always, as a good rebounder, you assume the ball's going to come off the iron. Now, the first shot goes up, and it's too long. And there's Woods cleaning up and drawing the foul.
Sanders picks up his first foul. Jonathan Woods to the line. He'll shoot 2. 67% on free throws so far this season. It's an 8-16. Woods averaging 13 points on 6 rebounds. Hiram Fuller checks back in as Noel Felix takes a break. McFarland goes out for the Cowboys as Jason Miller, number 33, makes his first appearance for Eddie Sutton's Cowboys.
Jason Miller, a transfer from North Texas, who ripped up a knee last year and is still struggling to get back into form.
Woods makes them both. It's a 1-point game. Fresno State has scored 5 straight points. Sanders gets it inside. Miller backing in on Fuller. Off glass and in.
As soon as they went back to the man for man, they were able to get it back inside and score. Miller shooting over 60% this year for Oklahoma State.
Well, he got great position and then got a little more room in the body. Fresno State has to call a timeout as Major was hounded by the defense.
That's what we expected, Ralph. Tight defense, hard fought. Both teams forced turnovers. I think when Fresno State went into that zone, it bothered Oklahoma State a little bit. And Ray's smartly mixing it up. He's mixing up his defenses from zone and man for man.
Fans, you can spend New Year's Eve with the Fresno State football team. The Bulldogs are taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets in the Silicon Valley Football Classic. That's December 31st in San Jose. For tickets and information, you can go online at gobulldogs.com. You can also call 278-DOGS. Kickoff 12:30. So you can see the game and then celebrate New Year's Eve and hopefully a big Fresno State victory over Georgia Tech.
Pat Hill's team comes in hot, winning their last 4. Very impressive in their last game at Louisiana Tech.
Major. In traffic, off glass and in.
That was pretty on the baseline. Just an excellent move by Major.
Again, it's a 1-point game. Jackson double team, gets it to Miller. Weatherspoon fouled before the shot. Hiram Fuller will pick up his second foul. 3 team fouls on the Bulldogs. Sanders gets it in. Gadsden.
Gadsden's been in a horrible shooting slump, so the Bulldogs will give him room. Hasn't made a shot in 3 games. This is his last 12 coming in. He wears number 30.
Bulldogs. Woods up in the air. Weatherspoon shoots over. Miller gets good position. And he's fouled.
Again, you saw the Achilles heel of Oklahoma State attacking a zone. They just do not have great perimeter skills. But you got to keep Oklahoma State off the glass.
11:57 to play. Timeout on the floor. It's a 1-point game. We'll be back to Stillwater, Oklahoma right after this.
Hi, I'm Ron Kirby, General Manager for Lithia Mazda. Finally, a sporty SUV, the Mazda Tribute.
$279 per month lease.
And hurry, every 2003 Protege and Protege 5 is still at 0% APR for 60 months. Credit trouble? We can help at Lithia Mazda of Fresno.
The double chili burger from Carl's Jr. If you don't want chili fries with it, too bad. You get them anyway. The Carl's new double chili burger. If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face.
Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. With its incredibly capable 4-wheel drive system, it gives a whole new meaning to the words Morning Rush. Check one out today.
Fans, at the conclusion of our game, tune your TVs over to KMPH Fox 26 and catch a potential playoff preview as the Packers hook up with the 49ers. That game begins at 1 p.m. on KMPH Fox 26. But wait until this game is over.
Yeah, I think Fresno State's hanging in there, and the zone is bothered Oklahoma State. The one jump shot, the three-point shot from Melvin Sanders. But other than that, you know, if you force Oklahoma State to the perimeter, they're just not as strong.
There you see the way the shots have fallen for both sides. Noel Felix going to check back in for Fresno State at the next opportunity. Gadsden has to kick it out to Miller inside the three-point line. Ball comes off to Hiram Fuller. Fresno State with a chance to take its first lead. Woods dumps it inside. Fuller puts it up. Count the basket. He's fouled. Fresno State leads for the first time.
Fuller showed great strength on the inside. I mean, that was a tough catch. He has the bigger body, and he uses that body to fend off the defender. There's a great catch inside. Watch this catch. See how he got his body in front of the ball, and then the shot, the easy one inside, and the three-point play. But great strength by Hiram Fuller.
Fuller with a very good 10 of 11 this season, 91%.
Bulldogs are an excellent foul shooting team, above 80%. That's an area where they're better than Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State the last couple years has not been a good foul shooting club.
Ray Lopes has seen his Bulldogs go on a 10-2 run here to take the lead for the first time. You see Victor Williams is back in, number 5, with the 2 fouls. Dumps it inside to Miller. Right-hand hook, puts it up and in.
Everything they get is inside, and Miller's giving him a lift with 2 quick baskets off the pine.
Tied at 12. Noel Felix can't get it to go. Rebound comes off to McFarland.
Got a good look, though. You got to take that shot.
Weatherspoon for 3. They're 2 for 2 on 3-pointers.
Weatherspoon was a great scorer in JC.
And Fresno State turns it over at the other end. So after going on a 10-2 run to take the lead for the first time, Bulldogs have now given up 5 straight to fall behind by 3.
And again, the Bulldogs go back to the man for man after Weatherspoon hit the 3.
Williams knocks it off of the leg of, I believe, Jonathan Woods. It'll stay with Oklahoma State. 10 or 11 on the shot clock. 10:22 on the game clock.
Ray Lopes works the sidelines. I think he is into the game. He's a tireless worker. He's preached fundamentals and discipline. Hard work all year for this Bulldog team.
Screen set up top by Miller. Gets it back. Off the glass. Falling. And another tied-up ball. Arrow going to Oklahoma State. 4th time in less than 10 minutes we've hit. The ball is tied up.
Yeah, McFarland at 6'8", a great rebounder. Rebounds out of his own area. He's all over the floor. He believes every time it goes off the glass, he should get the ball, number 23 in white.
Tony Allen, the inbound. Gets it to Williams. Bulldogs in that zone again. Long 3-pointer put up, in and out. Tipped around, it goes to Allen, and he was fouled by Felix on the shot.
Oklahoma State's winning the battle on the glass. Second opportunity. Oklahoma State can cash in by going to the line. And Allen is one of their better foul shooters on the team.
81% for the season. Fresno State, talking about rebounds, has been out-rebounding opponents by an average of 37 to 29 on the year.
Statistically, Ralph, both these teams almost equal in every category except the foul shooting. And Allen has a rare miss, but they're not as good as the Bulldogs at the stripe. Figure to have a low-scoring, hard-fought defensive game, points will be up at a premium.
Allen makes one of the 2. Damon Jackson is back in for Fresno State, replacing Major. Now the Bulldogs see a little pressure in the backcourt. Todd double team, gets it to Demandi.
Hurt an ankle.
The right ankle. Trainer Ed Ferreira will get out to the floor.
The senior's a tough guy, and He'll probably at some point try to walk it off, but this is painful. This is something you hate to see. Let's take a look at this again and how he turns that ankle. Taking the pass from Orlando Todd. When he came down, he just turned it. Just an awkward twist.
Rolled over a little bit.
And he'll try to walk it off with help from Ed Ferrer. And again, Travis, a tough guy. And he's a guy you have to have. I mean, you look at him statistically, his numbers aren't great, but he does everything well, and he's just so team-oriented. He's one of the real emotional leaders of this Bulldog team.
Ed Ferrer will take him straight into the locker room probably and re-tape that ankle, or he may do it right here. He's going to stay on the bench.
And again, I think this guy is tough enough where he's going to want to come back in. You're not going to keep Travis out of the lineup long if he can help it.
Woods with the left-hand follow-away. Rebound, Felix. Boy, Noel Felix skied for that rebound.
Explosive leaping ability for Noel Felix.
Ronaldo Major with the basketball. He's replacing, and he pushed off. He was replacing Demandi, and he pushed off with the left hand right in the midsection of Tony Allen and right in front of the official Curtis Shaw.
You can't play man-for-man defense any better than number 24, Tony Allen. And he frustrated the young man handling the basketball. That was just terrific defense by Tony Allen.
A block at the other end by Felix, but put back up and in by McFarland.
Oklahoma State has picked up its intensity at both ends. The Bulldogs need to match it.
Todd will take the three. Rebound taken by Major. And we have a whistle and a foul.
We talked about so much about Oklahoma State and their perimeter game. The shots are not falling from distance for Fresno State. Demandi had the 1-3, but other than that, nothing from outside. And you can see Victor Williams, that's trouble with 3 fouls because he triggers their team. He triggers them on defense. He's their spark plug, and he has 3 fouls. On the flip side, Ed Ferrer continues to work on that ankle of Travis Demandi.
Well, Williams came back in. Fresno State had taken the lead at 12-10. An 8-0 run put Oklahoma State back in front. And Williams going to have to go to the bench with 3 fouls. Off the inbound. Jackson can't get it. Tried to get the rebound was Fuller. He tipped it out of bounds, so it'll be Oklahoma State basketball. 8:33 left in the first half.
Damon Jackson so far unable to get it going. Again, he had 7 out of 11 in 3-point shots against his squad last year. But you want him to keep tossing it up there. He's a streak shooter. If Jackson can get hot, that would bode well for Fresno State.
Williams pass poked away by Jackson.
Wonderful hustle.
Williams gets it back. Sanders for 3. He already hit 1. Long rebound comes off the Gatson. He'll put it back up and in.
Well, that's good news for Shane Gatson. Again, he was the guy that came in here and had 12 in a row. So that'll be a wonderful moment for his confidence.
Biggest lead of the game for Oklahoma State on a 10-0 run.
And they answer. Good teams will answer after Fresno State went on the run. Oklahoma State came right back with their run.
5-second call against Major. Another turnover. We'll give it back to Oklahoma State. And Ray Lopes can use this time to regroup the troops. We'll be back to Stillwater after this.
Variety is the spice of life? Then you'll want to live it up at Table Mountain's all-new, all-you-can-eat Mountain Feast. Enjoy our seafood extravaganza every Wednesday. On alternating Tuesdays, try our Asian buffet or our Mexican fiesta, American favorites too. Plus, don't forget our delicious Sunday brunch. It's full-service buffet-style dining, now open 7 days a week. So bring yourself and your appetite to the all-new Mountain Feast, only at Table Mountain.
What could you possibly want? I thought that we could be friends, but now I know it wasn't fun. Yeah, I'm alright. The way that I was young, trying to make it in this life, but I'm receiving no help. What you say, whoa, what you say, yeah. So love you, man, to the game. What you
Pepsi Blue. Fusion of berries with a splash of cola. Pepsi Blue. It's a blue thing.
It may never be this easy to get into a Mercedes, but we're working on it. Come in today to the Mercedes-Benz year-end celebration, offering more models than ever. Going on now at your Mercedes-Benz dealer.
For a limited time, Bulldog Foundation members with 2002-2003 men's basketball season tickets may purchase additional season seat for the final season at Selling Arena. For details, stop by the ticket office at Bulldog Stadium or call 278-DOG. Take a look at some of the student body here at Oklahoma State, although we saw one guy up there, Randy, in an orange and black shirt and said Oregon State. Where did he come from?
He made the wrong turn, obviously. He has the right colors. Oklahoma State, Oregon State, the same orange and white, but Oregon State around here is kind of funny to look at. Look at that. That's a 10-0 run. It's been fueled by excellent defense, which is the hallmark of Oklahoma State. And they picked up their intensity. Again, the Bulldogs need to match the intensity of the Cowboys.
The word on Travis Demandby, a sprain of the right ankle as the ball is stolen by Felix. Demandby will return. Pettis into the game for the first time, trying to end that 10-0 run. Rebound comes off the Todd. Bulldogs will reset. Terry Pettis, number 3.
Right the way Rolando Todd finding his open teammate.
Fuller, double teamed. Saved by Williams, or did he? Goes into the seats. It'll be out of bounds. Fresno State will have it.
You gotta like the way he hustled, though, Andre Williams. The big fella's going after it hard. Now, he averages over 2 blocks a game with Andre Williams. He has 20 blocks on the year. It's a team that averages 7 and had 13 against Hartford, so they indeed play above the rim.
Todd gets it into Felix. Spins, right hand, little strong. Fresno State can't convert. It'll be Oklahoma State basketball with 7:01 to play.
And they're getting some shots. It's not like they're getting closed off entirely. Fresno State's been cool from the perimeter, and they're not scoring as much inside as they'd like either, but they are getting looks.
Bulldogs haven't scored a point in about 4 minutes since they took that 12-10 lead. McFarland follows up his own miss, but then it's rebounded by Hiram Fuller. A whistle inside. I believe it's going to be Miller. Jason Miller was holding Noel Felix. 16 fouls now on Oklahoma State.
I like the way Hiram Fuller's playing. He's playing hard at both ends of the court for Fresno State. He's got, you look at his average, 7.7 rebounds a game, but he's been doing it in 20 minutes of action. I like the way number 25 is playing. He's very focused.
Fuller with a right-hand hook over Miller. Can't get it to fall. Rebound comes off to Sanders.
But again, the Bulldogs are just not shooting well. You got to put the ball in, or obviously you're not in very good shape.
Sanders for 3. Hits the deck. Long rebound comes off to McFarland, who puts it up and in.
Yeah, Ray Lopes loved McFarland on tape, and that's the reason, because he gets the ball off the glass, especially an excellent rebounder at the offensive end.
12 unanswered points. Bulldogs have now gone 5 minutes without a score. Noel Felix in traffic. Deflection goes to Todd. Pettis in traffic. Pulls up, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Felix, he puts it up, and that ends the drought.
Bulldogs working hard on that sequence, and I like the fact they have Pettis and Todd on the floor for Ray Lopes to distribute the basketball against this pressure defense, and back into the zone go the Bulldogs.
Miller on a mismatch. He had Damon Jackson defending him. The ball instead put up and in by Danson on the drive.
Lopes won't like that defensive breakdown on the weak side in that zone for an easy layup.
Law pass intended for Felix. will go to Fresno State, tipped by McFarland. Jonathan Woods checks back in for the Bulldogs, replacing Hiram Fuller. 5:18 to play in the half. Todd looking for somebody to get into. Gets it to Damon Jackson. It's a two-pointer. Hits it. So the Bulldogs have hit two straight.
Yeah, nice fall-away shot with a defender in his face. Jackson able to bury it.
Back at the other end. Nice dish off goes to Sanders from McFarland. Or Tony Allen, the assist. Pettis, the freshman. Double team, throws it out to Todd. Tipped out of bounds by Miller. The Bulldog ball with 9 on the shot clock.
Good sign. Travis Demandby is coming back in as advertised. He's a tough customer, and he's not going to be denied. Comes in for Todd, so that means Pettis, the freshman, will be playing the point.
Damon Jackson. Rebound, Demandby. Pettis defended by Gadsden. Works around the screen. Nice bounce pass inside through traffic to Woods, who lays it up and in.
What a beautiful entry pass by the freshman Terry Pettis, finding Woods, and Woods has a million moves inside, and he gets down on that low block, and he loves to kiss it off the glass.
Deflection by Demandby goes out of bounds. It'll be Cowboy basketball as Andre Williams checks back in. Weatherspoon also in. Miller. Sanders go out.
See the problem there. Fresno State at 30.
Great pass by Gadsden as he spotted Witherspoon.
Yeah, and Witherspoon is moving very well without the ball. Witherspoon has that scores mentality. He looks for a shot, he's hit some threes, but he also moves well without the ball, and that time Gadsden found him.
Second personal on Felix. 17 fouls on Fresno State, so we're in the 1-and-1 situation.
Ray Lopes back in Oklahoma, of course, an assistant for 8 years on the Oklahoma Sooners team. Coach Kelvin Sampson. So he's in familiar territory. He knows what it takes to win in this arena. I think he was 2-6 as an assistant coach against this team here in Stillwater with Oklahoma.
Jackson open for 3, and he hits that one. He got the pass from Pettis. Bulldogs are back within 6.
Damon Jackson is the kind of guy when he hit one a couple minutes ago, and he feels a little bit better about things now. And the Bulldogs are tightening it up defensively.
Tony Allen tracks it down, throws it across court. Nice save. And then a timeout.
Smart timeout. They were out of sorts. Fresno State was pressuring them, and Shane Gadsden wisely called the timeout.
Coming up on the Herwalt Motors halftime report, we'll have Damon Jackson in the Bulldog spotlight. Scott Johnson will deliver his athletic director's report. We'll also have the Enterprise Rent-A-Car first half stats and highlights coming up on the Herwalt Motors halftime report.
Well, Damon Jackson hitting a couple shots is going to ignite this offense. Again, there's a lot of weapons for the Bulldogs this year. It's not just one guy. They can hit you with a lot of different guys. Damon Jackson, obviously like Hiram Fuller, and Noel Felix, very athletic player. Travis Demandby, so team-oriented. So a lot of different guys that can score. They have not shot well in the first half, but despite that, they're only back by 6.
10 on the shot clock as Weatherspoon backs it out. Now 6 on the shot clock. Gadsden dribbles it off his foot. It's a turnover. 3-on-1. Felix is fouled on the way up, and that saved a sure basket.
Smart foul by Gatson, but again, the defense fueling the offense. You know, you don't always have your shot routes. There are days you're just not going to knock the ball in that easily. But the one constant is defense. You can always play hard on defense, and that's the Bulldogs are doing there. That's just good help defense from Noel Felix. He stripped them clean, goes the distance to draw the foul.
Felix at the line, shooting 2. Been one of the weak points of his game, 60% on free throws this season, as Mustafa Al-Sayed will check in for the Bulldogs. Melvin Sanders back in for the Cowboys.
Moose, not a big scorer, but he's a strong guy that'll give you a rebounding presence and give you a good solid 10 minutes off the bench to roll up.
Felix makes 1 of 2, and it's a 5-point deficit as Al-Sayed will check in, but first we have a timeout. 3:14 to play in the first half. Great game. Stay with us.
It's a magical time of the year at Gottschalk's. Great gifts, great prices. Gottschalk's has a gift for every member of your family. Give the gift of warmth and style this holiday. He'll love his new fleece by Shaver Lake. These are warm jackets and pullovers in his favorite colors and are 50% off. Great gifts, great prices. Come into Gottschalk's and discover the magic.
On the WB's Big Sunday, after Gilmore Girls Beginnings, it's Charmed.
Who was that masked man?
The comics come to life in leather.
Nice outfit. Back at you, sis.
Charmed. Then, in a casino where destinies are on the table. A vampire with a soul. One bet could cost an eternity.
House wins.
Angel after Charmed.
Tonight at 7 on WB 59.
On the WB Wednesday night, the episode that changed everything. Joey Potter and Dawson Leary's lives had taken different paths.
Joey!
Yet they always came back to each other.
You seem different.
The friendship that became something more.
You're with me everywhere I go.
The moment they'd always imagined. Dawson's Creek.
Wednesday night at 8 on WB 59.
Coming up in the second half is the Subway Slam Attack. Today's winner is Greg Stanton Jr. of Stratford. He's automatically won a 6-foot Subway Party sub and a pair of tickets to an upcoming Fresno State home game. If the Dogs record a slam in the second half, they'll also qualify for a chance to win a trip to the WAC tournament in Tulsa. So good luck, Greg Stanton Jr.
I think this Bulldog team has a real chance in the WAC. I know Tulsa's got a terrific club this year. Gave Kansas quite a scare the other night. Fresno State is going to be right there. They'll be very competitive upper division team in the WAC this season. Of course, Oklahoma State in the premier conference for college basketball this year, the Big 12. So many good teams. Kansas, obviously, Texas. You can go on and on. Just a powerful conference.
The Cowboys, I think, will pick 6.
Yeah, 6. That's a tribute to the Big 12 and how good the Big 12 is.
And they're going to say Victor Williams took a little extra step and turned it over. He's back in the game with the 3 fouls and just over 3 minutes to play in the half.
Yeah, Eddie Sutton has a lot of confidence in Victor Williams. He's a senior from Kansas City, Kansas. And he's saying, hey, Victor, I know you are a leader, but you got to play careful at the defensive end. And sometimes that's tough to do because that's a ball hawk. But Victor Williams is a veteran, and he knows he's got 3 fouls, so he's going to have to play smart at the defensive end.
And he's taken out, so he won't have to play defense and risk that foul. Jackson with another 3. Damon Jackson starting to heat it up. He was just 2 of 7.
Well, the last 2 have been triples, and that gets you back in a hurry. Fresno State's playing very well defensively. That's the constant. Now their shots are starting to fall.
Inside, McFarland wide open, spotted by Gadsden with a great pass.
Yeah, Cowboys exercising patience at the offensive end and finally were able to break the Bulldog defense down.
Pettis has it blocked by Gadsden, saved by Gadsden. Great play. And then he has it knocked away by Pettis at the other end. And the freshman comes up with it.
Yeah, you don't put your head down when you make a mistake when you haven't batted down. And Pettis didn't. He came back down and made amends for getting the shot blocked by getting the theft. I really like that, and I like this freshman player.
Jonathan Wood's been quiet offensively. He's trying to change that with a shot that goes in and out. Nice rebound by Al-Sayed.
Nice rebounding by the Bulldogs. They're out-rebounding this team from Oklahoma State.
The lazy pass by Pettis was intercepted and then knocked out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma State ball. 1:38 to play in the half. Fresno State with that little 7-1 run got within 2 before the basket by McFarland.
Yeah, it's been a game of runs, but what I like here is that Fresno State is now matching the intensity of Oklahoma State. There was a stretch there when the Cowboys went on their big run of 12 unanswered points, and Fresno State was not as focused as Oklahoma State.
Witherspoon open for 3. Rebound Sanders. He'll put it right back up. Rebound Mustafa Al-Sayed. And then a foul.
And Mustafa's come in there and he's gotten a couple off the glass, helping out against those athletes. This is a good athletic team at Oklahoma State. Mustafa's using his size to get the ball off the glass.
Take a look at some of the other scores from around the country, brought to you by Quick Signs. Tulsa gets back in the win column. You can see the difference with Quick Signs.
First loss for Hawaii. That was only their 3rd game of the year for Hawaii. They had a long left. These are yesterday's scores in the WAC. A rare Sunday game.
San Jose State really struggling.
Cal State Northern's got a good ball club. Bobby Braswell's put together a fine club.
Al-Sayed needs a bounce and gets it. He is 4 for 4 this season from the free throw line. As you take a look at Eddie Sutton, he knows his Cowboys are in a game. Five for 5 this year. Perfect 100%. It's a 2-point Cowboy lead.
As an underdog, you want to stay close in the first half. The longer you stay in it, you believe you can win. And this Fresno State team came in here believing they could get a victory against the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Far inside has it swatted away by Al-Sayed. Witherspoon tries to go over 2 big guys, has it knocked out, blocked by Fresno State.
The Bulldogs are playing excellent
6 on the shot clock. Witherspoon for 3. That won't go, but he'll get his own rebound. Tries to throw it off of Pettis. And the foul will be on Pettis.
Cowboys are getting repeated chances there despite the excellent defensive pressure. But you got to get the ball off the glass. Here's McFarland working down on the low block. And there's the help defense, the rejection by Mustafa Al-Sayed. He can block shots and rebound, and he's shown us that today. I think he's given Ray Lopes a nice little lift off the bench here late in the first half.
Witherspoon hits them both. 4-point Oklahoma State lead. 37 seconds to play.
Want to make sure you get a good shot. You want to carve that lead down even more before the break.
Boy, what a situation here for the freshman Pettis, getting a lot of playing time at point guard.
Well, he's a true point. He's played point all his years in high school. He helped his team in Minnesota win 3 state titles.
Pettis working around the screen, has it blocked. Al-Sayed with the rebound. That's blocked for the foul. 4.8 seconds left in the half. Mustafa Al-Sayed was 2 more.
It was all started by the penetration of Terry Pettis. He got inside the defense, and Mustafa, the Moose, is cleaning up. See, here's the penetration, which breaks down the defense. And again, Al-Sayed right there cleaning up on the glass, drawing a foul. Good effort again by this Mustafa Al-Sayed.
Six of 6 this season from the line.
And I like the way he concentrates. He takes his time. He's in no hurry. Got a good job at the line, as you said, Ralph, all season long, but he's very deliberate at the charity stripe. 23 points, 3 rebounds, and not a lot of minutes. And everything he's done so far for the Bulldogs has been positive.
His first miss of the season. And let's see, they're going to give it to Oklahoma State. And maybe they're going to talk about it.
Officiating crew very uncertain about this call.
Curtis Shaw talking with referee Steve Welmer right in front of head coach Ray Lopes.
It looked like it was deflected out by Oklahoma State. Now the fans don't think so.
And I think they may give it to the Bulldogs, are they? No. Going to stay with Oklahoma State. 3.5 seconds to play. Jackson defended hard by Pettis. Can't get a shot away. So head coach Ray Lopes and the Bulldogs have to be very happy with the first half. They led at one point by 2. They trailed by as many as 10. Down by 3 at halftime and putting up quite a fight in Stillwater.
Already know the Bulldog Brewing Company is the home of award-winning microbrewed beer. But did you know the Bulldog Brewing Company also has a great menu? There's fresh seafood, steaks, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and specialty dishes. Bulldog's pizza is made from fresh ingredients and slowly roasted in their wood-fired oven. The Bulldog Brewing Company is a great place to relax with family or friends, have lunch or dinner, get into the game on TV, or just kick back on the patio. Fresh beer brewed here. The Bulldog Brewing Company, Fresno.
At Woolco, we are really into business systems. By offering the world's best products and supporting them with the world's best people, we're creating the office of the future. And you know, it's a pretty amazing place. Woolco, California's #1 dealer of Toshiba copiers, fax machines, and digital imaging systems. Visit us at Woolco.com for the office nearest you.
Monday on the WB.
Claire's pregnant.
A young woman reaches to Simon for help.
No one can know. Don't you want to make sure your baby's safe?
Now he'll struggle with a decision.
You want me to go with you?
Yes, but you can't.
He must keep from his family. Seventh Heaven in prime time.
Monday night at 8 on WB59. Time now for the Herwolf Motors Halftime Report, brought to you by Herwolf Motors, your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Value unlike any other. Time now for the Bulldog Shop Bulldog Spotlight.
Nobody on the Bulldog basketball team wants the ball more than Damon Jackson.
So, you know, I'm never cold, I just miss. I'm never cold, I just miss. And I'm always...
Every shot should go in.
Every shot, when I leave him on, every time I get ready to shoot, I think it's going in.
And Jackson especially wants the ball at the end of the game, and he got his shot against St. Mary's.
It was good that I hit that shot, and I almost turned the ball over on that shot, too. But, no, I thought about that shot for that day, and after that day, you know, it really went away because I wasn't really thinking about that game anymore. But hopefully I can get another chance in the future to hit another shot like that.
So what does it take to be a shooter?
Well, first of all, you got to have good teammates who get you the ball. Second of all, you got to have a coach who lets you shoot the ball. And third of all, me being a shooter and a scorer, I don't care how many shots I miss. I tell everybody I don't really care about percentages.
And this year, Jackson is caring more about his rebounding and his defense.
Well, you know, I worked on my defense a lot coming into this year because I knew I was going to have to play. And one of my goals for this year was to be on the defensive first team in the WAC.
I thought early in the year he was doing a great job of that. I thought he was defending and rebounding really good. I think to be honest with you, I think he slacked off there, and I've been on him in the last 3 or 4 days about that in practice. You know, more effort, more focus, and because he can be good.
The coach has been saying my defense is a little suspect, and I'm taking days off. So tonight I wanted to show them, I ain't taking no days off. They said this was the best penetrating team we was gonna play against, and I wanted to show them that my defense is still there.
We'll visit more with Damon Jackson right after this.
I got it.
I got it. I got it. And you can get that perfect Christmas gift, too, at the Bulldog Shop. Right now, save 25% off all caps and hats. This week only at the Bulldog Shop. I got it.
I got it.
Don't miss out. Get yours now. Stop by the Bulldog Shop today or shop online at GoBulldogs.com.
I got it. It's a Bulldog Shop.
Bulldog Shop, Peter and Barstow, across from all three stadiums.
Damon Jackson admits he wasn't a team player when he came to Fresno State 3 years ago.
No. No. Nobody on our team was. But, this year I'm kind of buying into the team thing, not trying to force any shot, and put my team in a spot to win the game.
Not only is Damon Jackson an extremely gifted athlete, not only is he a starter on an undefeated major college team, but Damon Jackson also gets to date a cheerleader.
It was good dating cheerleader. She a good girl. I like her.
That's all you can say, man. Do you cheer louder when Damon Jackson scores as opposed to the other players?
I mean, of course, I'm going to get a little more excited for him, but I cheer for everyone.
Does he ever get jealous of you?
No. We're kind of a perfect match for that. So he's real good about that.
I don't got nothing to get jealous about. Hey, can't nobody take it from me.
Now, we're really going to put you on the spot. Is there wedding bells in the near future?
A couple years. I don't plan on getting married till I'm about 40.
That's more than a couple years. By then, Jackson plans on being a retired NBA star.
Hopefully I can get a chance at the NBA. If I don't, hopefully get overseas or something and play somewhere. But my goal is on the NBA.
But for now, Damon Jackson's goal is shooting the Bulldogs into another postseason. I'm Dana Green with the Bulldog Spotlight.
I'll have your steak and cheese with some of that Southwest sauce.
And please have a roast beef with Dijon horseradish.
Subway Club with hot peppers because we like it hot.
At Subway, every sandwich is fresh made just the way you want, with your choice of delicious meats, toppings, sauces, all on fresh baked breads.
Just give me what they're having.
Subway, eat fresh.
Get 3 tasty regular foot-long subs for just $11.99 now at participating Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh.
Martin Chevrolet.
It's an easy bounce pass from the Bulldogs campus to downtown Reedley. And Martin Chevrolet, where our winning sales team treats you right when choosing a new Chevrolet truck or SUV. See us for the Chevy Silverado, Tahoe, Trailblazer, or Suburban that best fits your needs. I'm Jerry Martin, inviting you to Reedley and Martin Chevrolet. It's a slam dunk, and we'll treat you right.
Martin Chevrolet. We're gonna treat you right.
Imagine a financial resource for your small business that you can start with, grow with, and stay with. A resource that's there when you need a loan fast, when you want to expand or take advantage of an opportunity. That resource is Comerica Bank, with convenient locations, fast, responsive lending, and a full range of small business solutions, from payroll and business insurance to investment and retirement plans. A resource you can count on, because at Comerica Bank, we listen, we understand, we make it work.
It's time again for our regular conversation with Fresno State Athletic Director Scott Johnson. Scott, this basketball team is off to a great start. I asked Ray Lopes whether he expected to be off to this kind of a start. He wouldn't say that, but he said, I'll sure take it. I imagine you would, too.
I really would. I couldn't be more pleased with them. They are off to a great start. What I like is it's a balanced team. They're playing hard. They're playing great defense. I think they're second in the conference in defense. And they're paying attention to the important things, I think, which is rebounding and ball possession and things that are going to make you be successful as the season goes on.
How long until this team can enjoy full support of Selland Arena, sold out?
Well, I would hope it would come quick because we're doing what we need to do. We're winning. I think they're playing exciting games, and I think they're doing it in the right approach. They're hardworking. It's a blue-collar team. I would think the community could relate to that. I know I have, and a lot of other people have already, so hopefully that support will continue to grow.
One of the things that I noticed about this team is how they just seem to help each other out on the floor, defensively, and when a guy makes a great play, everyone is over there slapping high fives, and they seem to really be pulling for one another.
They enjoy each other, and I think what's important is they understand the importance of team. A lot of people that may not have been that way before have bought into that concept. And now you're seeing 10, 12 guys that have all bought into it in the same cause under a good direction from Ray Lopes and his staff.
Has he now raised expectations, you think? I don't know if anybody expected him to have this kind of a start.
Well, I think it's early to have higher expectations. This is a team that I think has the potential to have a good year. I definitely think the way they're recruiting that they're going to get even better each year. But let's wait and see how it folds.
All right, we'll come back and talk about football after this.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
And you can get that perfect Christmas gift, too, from the Bulldog Shop. Right now, save 25% off all hooded sweatshirts. This week only at the Bulldog Shop.
I got it.
I got it.
Don't miss out. Get yours now. Stop by the Bulldog Shop today or shop online at GoBulldogs.com.
I got it. It's a Bulldog Shop.
Bulldog Shop, Peter and Barstow, across from all three stadiums.
Welcome back. We're with Scott Johnson, athletic director at Fresno State. In the Silicon Valley Classic football game, it's going to be Bulldogs against Georgia Tech. Kind of a surprise, but I would think that people might be excited about this matchup. I know I like the idea of facing a team from back east that you've never played before.
Yeah, I am too. When they brought the idea to us, a week before we made the announcement, we were a little surprised with it, and then the more we thought about it, we liked it better than having to play Oregon or Oregon State. We thought it would be an outside chance that Washington and UCLA would be in the game. So I think the matchup with Georgia Tech is very good, very exciting. I hope our fans react that way. They've got a great bowl history, 20-10 record. They've been to 6 straight bowls. This is our 4th straight. We're excited about it.
You have to sell a lot of tickets, too.
Yes, this is, we're either ESPN's network or we're the Silicon Bulls community, I guess. So, and that's fine. We take that challenge on with seriousness, and I think we can sell 20 to 25,000 tickets. The timing is right. It's New Year's Eve. It's a 12:30 kickoff. People can get their tickets here at the ticket office. They have been moving fast this past week, so I think that the fans are going to respond to it. And as you mentioned, it's a first-time matchup for Fresno State and ACC team.
We touched on the surprising developments for the basketball team this season. I'm thinking that with all this football team went through this year, to be where they are at this point has to be surprising as well.
It is. It's very gratifying. I think this is the best coaching job Pat Hill and his staff have done since they've been here. As I mentioned, when Bernard Berry went off the field and Jeff Grady went down against Wisconsin, I don't think anyone would guess we would win 8 games, be back to a bowl, and his replacement will be WAC Freshman of the Year. Paul Pinniger obviously stepped in, kept our offense going, is an exciting quarterback to watch now, and we put together a great running game with Rodney Davis. So I think it's been an interesting year, but a great year, and I really think this team's going to be even better next year.
All right, Scott, thanks for your thoughts. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
If variety is the spice of life, then you'll want to live it up at Table Mountain's all-new, all-you-can-eat Mountain Feast. Enjoy our seafood extravaganza every Wednesday. On alternating Tuesdays, try our Asian buffet or our Mexican fiesta, American favorites too. Plus, don't forget our delicious Sunday brunch. It's full-service buffet-style dining, now open 7 days a week. So bring yourself and your appetite to the all-new Mountain Feast, only at Table Mountain.
Last call. Your Lithia authorized end of model year closeout is dwindling away, but 0% APR financing for 60 months hasn't, and the $4,000 factory rebate on Windstars is still on. Last call for super bargains on all remaining 2002s at your Big Ford store. Lithia Ford, 41 Bullard on Auto Center Drive, directly east of the new Target.
We drive in America right now.
Okay, I've found the truck I've always wanted, but now I need financing. Question is, will I get a good deal at the bank?
Why bank when you can join State Center Credit Union? You'll get a great loan rate and a low monthly payment, saving you a truckload of money. At State Center Credit Union, you can get free checking with unlimited free ATM access. Invest in yourself. Join State Center Credit Union at Shaw and Millbrook, 1 block west of Fresno State, open Monday through Friday till 6 p.m.
On the WB's Big Sunday, it's your second chance to view 2 WB dramas. First, Someone So Close.
Telling the truth only keeps people apart.
Will learn everything. Easy View Smallville. Then, the critics called Everwood a breakout hit.
I don't know whether or not you've ever had sex, and you never will. Okay, then.
Easy View Everwood. After Smallville, it all starts early.
Sunday afternoon at 5 on WB 59.
Welcome back to Stillwater. Today's locker room report brought to you by Martin Chevrolet. Come down to Reedley, and Martin Chevrolet will treat you right with the Bulldogs trailing 31-28. Here's head coach Ray Lopes with Randy.
All right, thank you very much, Ralph. I thought your team in the zone defense bothered Oklahoma State.
Well, we did, Randy, and we needed to do that because of foul trouble, one, but we also got to slow the tempo down a little bit, change the pace of the game. The key for us this half is we got to do a better job of blocking out and rebounding. You know, I thought a lot of their offensive opportunities were because we didn't block out and keep them off the boards, and they got second shot opportunities, and that got us in trouble.
Mustafa Al-Sayed may have had the best 3 minutes of his career.
Well, Mustafa and Terry Pettis, I'm proud of both those guys. They don't play a lot of minutes for our basketball team, but yet they step into this game on the road, and they both play great, and they give us a chance to be in the ballgame.
Best of luck in the second half.
Thanks, Randy.
All right, let's go back over to Ralph.
All right, thank you, Randy. The locker room report was brought to you by Martin's Chevrolet in Reedley. Time now to take a look at some of the stats. The stats brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Pick Enterprise, we'll pick you up. Phone 1-800-RENT-A-CAR. The Bulldogs not shooting the ball well, just 33% from the field, 3 of 8 on three-pointers, good on free throws. The rebound story, Mustafa Al-Sayed leads Fresno State individually with 3. No one else on the team has more than 2, but everyone who played has at least 1 rebound, and Fresno State within 3 and hoping they'll pick up the shooting percentage in the second half. We'll be back with more from Stillwater after this.
It's a magical time of the year at Gottschalk's. Great gifts, great prices. Gottschalk's has a gift for every member of your family. Get the gift of warmth and style this holiday. He'll love his new fleece by Shaver Lake. These are warm jackets and pullovers in his favorite colors and are 50% off. Great gifts, great prices. Come into Gottschalk's and discover the magic.
You need maximum protection when it comes to your house, your car, your business, your life. You need max coverage.
I'm Manny Whitaker of Cost Less Reliable Insurance. Let max coverage come to your rescue.
Max coverage from Cost Less Reliable Insurance, protecting you.
This has been the Herwaldt Motors Halftime Report, brought to you by Herwaldt Motors, your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Value unlike any other.
Welcome back to Stillwater, everybody. Just about ready to start the second half. Fresno State only led once in this basketball game. That was thanks to a 10-2 run. And with 11 minutes left, they led it 12-10. But after that, Oklahoma State went on a 12-0 run to go up by 10. The biggest deficit Fresno State faced. The Bulldogs now back within 3 as we start the second half. Felix, foul before the shot. Orlando Todd back in there running the point.
Bulldogs showed character after that 12-0 run down the stretch, coming back, clawing close to Oklahoma State and going into the locker room with the momentum. Let's see if they can carry it into the second half.
Foul was on McFarland, who led Oklahoma State the first half, 8 points, 5 rebounds.
Still plenty of time on the shot clock, so the Bulldogs should reinvent the wheel.
Todd working around, gets it inside to Fuller. Strong in the fall away. Rebound taken again by McFarland. That's 6 boards.
Yeah, Fuller's getting good looks. He's just not making his shots. He's only 1 of 4 from the floor. But I like what Orlando Todd did. He was able to break down the defense and give the ball to Fuller in a good position.
Damon Jackson is Fresno State's leading scorer with 8. Travis DeMandy only took 1 shot in the first half. That was a 3-pointer he made, but of course he was sidelined with that right ankle sprain. And again, tied up. Damon Jackson got his hands on it with Victor Williams. It'll be Oklahoma State ball.
Got all these tie-ups because both teams are so tough on defense, and they both come over and they help each other out of the man-for-man. So you're getting a lot of jump ball situations today, which obviously goes to the arrow.
5 on the shot clock. Sanders, short, put up and in by McFarland. He's in double figures with 10 points, now 7 rebounds.
That's what he does best on the offensive end. You got to get a body on him. You better box him out.
Sanders with the steal, ahead of the pass, knocked away by Felix, and a foul on Noel Felix. That will send Melvin Sanders to the free throw line shooting 2.
Bulldogs got to be careful here in the first couple minutes of the second half. Oklahoma State riled up playing at home. getting the overplay and the steal by Sanders. This is a good foul, a clean foul on Noel Felix, denying Sanders the sure two. Sanders has a very strong upper body, physical guy. I'd like to see him drive a little bit more. He has a tendency to settle for the spot-up jump shot. But with that strong body upstairs, I think he could take it to the basket a little stronger.
Makes them both, 72% from the line. Cowboys open the second half with 4 straight points. Push the lead. Now up to 7. Fuller. And a foul is going to be called on Andre Williams. Fuller got open. 2 open.
Yeah, good movement without the ball again from Tyrone Fuller. They found him, and Andre Williams forced the foul, or Fuller would have had a layup.
Backs in. Goes up and under and off glass. Hiram Fuller for 2. Fresno State on the board in the second half.
And that was sweet, the up and under. Going right around a good defender like Andre Williams. Like that one-on-one post-up move.
Sanders. Foul is going to be on Noel Felix. That'll be 4 on Felix.
That's trouble because he's so athletic inside against this very talented Cowboy team. He was not stationary. He was not set. That was a good blocking call.
And the tough thing, Coach Lopes had Jonathan Woods sitting at the table waiting to check in to take Felix's place. And Felix picks up foul number 4.
Well, if the Bulldogs are going to win here on the road at Oklahoma State, they're going to need more out of Jonathan Woods in the second half. He has to score for them to come alive.
Farland held before the shot by Hiram Fuller. So Felix already in foul trouble. He has 4. Fuller now picks up number 3.
Well, we may see a lot more if we stop with the way the Bulldogs are getting in foul trouble. And also, I did answer with an explosive 3 minutes of action for Fresno State in the first half. Heard Ray Lopes at halftime. He was proud of the way he played and how freshman Terry Pettis performed.
Tony Allen splits the defenders. Rebound taken by Woods. Gets it to tie. 5-point game.
I like the way Sanders plays basketball. He's really done a good job against Damon Jackson. And here's another steal from McFarland.
And a technical foul for hanging on the rim. McFarland anticipated kind of a lazy pass from Todd.
Well, he didn't hang on the rim very long, if at all. And let's see how long he's hanging on it. Oh, yeah, that's a technical. He was pleading his case, but that's a good call. Now that I take a look at it again, no question about it. That's what Oklahoma State does. They play the passing lanes really well. But there's no question. He shouldn't be hanging on the rim like that. That's a technical.
Todd with the miss.
Todd had come in 15 out of 16 at the free throw line. He's been the Bulldogs' most accurate and most frequent visitor to the line.
Makes the second. Fresno State will have the basketball, trailing by 6.
No question that was a technical.
You're not supposed to do pull-ups on the rim.
No, I don't think so.
Let's save for the fitness court. Now Woods, double team. Tried to get it to Fuller. Pass is behind him, taken by Allen. Fouled by Demandby.
Smart foul. He grabbed it. He knew he'd go up and score the layup. And everything that Demandby does is intelligent. He knew that there was a layup if he didn't grab it.
Well, back at the other end. Close to a good play by Fresno State because Fuller was open on his way to the basket.
Eddie's still hollering on the sideline. No question it was a technical, but he's getting the crowd into it. He's been around a long time. To the loveness of Oklahoma State.
Assisted by his son, Sean Sutton.
Now there's 11 father-son.
You pan just a little bit to the left, you'll see the son.
And there is sun outside, too, by the way.
Very nice day. After the one free throw made, 38-31, Fresno State trailing as we approach 16.5 minutes to play. Jackson for three. Damon Jackson from the far baseline. That's his third three-pointer of the game.
When you break a press down, there are openings, there are holes. And once Fresno State was able to break it down, Jackson was left in the corner, and that was a sweet shot. Since Jackson found his rhythm, he's given him that offensive flow. Kept Fresno State very much involved in this game. You can see they're within 4.
Boy, Eddie Sutton with a scowl calls the timeout. 16:09 to play. It's a 4-point game.
Oh, we got a show, people. We got a show.
The designers at Chrysler invite you to preview our holiday collection. A national event featuring 0% financing for 60 months on most of our collection of stylish head-turning minivans. Or generous cash allowances up to $3,500. In addition, you'll receive a leather trim seating credit on select models. So consider this your invitation and see your Chrysler dealer today.
Advertising is power. Turn it on. Armadillo Advertising. Meet us at bigdello.net.
Sometimes I dream about an ideal home designed to fit my family, my lifestyle, with quality craftsmanship and construction.
The McCaffrey Group, a special family of home services from home construction to financing to resale. The McCaffrey Group, because it takes a family to build a home. The McCaffrey Group. For new home information, phone 559-224-1175. Bella Vieira. Custom bluff lots. Some spectacular views. Now selling.
Back in Stillwater, 4-point lead for Oklahoma State, 16:09 to play. I wanted to point out also that interview you saw with Scott Johnson during halftime, that was taped on Tuesday before we knew about the probation. Fans are probably out there saying, hey, Woody, you don't ask him about the probation. What's the deal? Well, I didn't know about the probation at that point, so I just wanted to let you know that. Apparently, Scott knew at that point what was going to happen, but he did not divulge it.
I want the fans to come out and support this Fresno State team. I know there's 9,000 or 10,000 out there most of the time, but you got a packed Sullen Arena. This is a very entertaining team that should make great waves in the WAC this year, along with Tulsa.
Rick Williams with a three.
That's a bad sign if he hits from outside because he does everything else well. He's not a particularly great shooter, and when his shots drop, he's really tough.
Well, Fresno State in this game has really done nothing to make you think that the Bulldogs are not for real.
Well, they're a good basketball team. They're solid in every position. And, this is a tough place to play. It's a learning experience.
Jackson blocked by Sanders.
That's what Sanders does.
Going to be a foul on Hiram Fuller. That'll be 4 on Fuller.
That's a tribute to what Sanders does best. He blocks shots. Tremendous man defense. He rejected the ball. And then in the scramble, Fuller picks up his 4th.
And head coach Ray Lopes is livid over there at the Bulldog bench.
Defensive specialist Sanders going against the best offensive player, Jackson. He made the play.
That's a questionable call there. The guy who initiated the contact may have been Allen, but it goes the Cowboys' way.
The double chili burger from Carl's Jr. If you don't want chili fries with it, too bad. You get them anyway. The Carl's new double chili burger. If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face.
You've never seen anything like it. You'll only believe it when you witness it for free, as the visionary Dr. Andrew Maxwell of Fogg, Maxwell and Lanier explains a LASIK eye surgery, then corrects the sight of a live, willing patient right before your eyes. You'll thrill, you'll gasp, and wonder why you ever feared LASIK. Come see for yourself. Call Fogg, Maxwell and Lanier Eye Care reservations or a free consultation and get ready to believe your eyes.
Martin Chevrolet.
It's an easy bounce pass from the Bulldogs campus to downtown Reedley. And Martin Chevrolet, where our winning sales team treats you right when choosing a new Chevrolet truck or SUV. See us for the Chevy Silverado, Tahoe, Trailblazer, or Suburban that best fits your needs. I'm Jerry Martin, inviting you to Reedley and Martin Chevrolet. It's a slam dunk, and we'll treat you right.
Martin Chevrolet. We're gonna treat you right.
Today at 5 on the WB Big Sunday, catch the Easy View episodes of Smallville and Everwood. Then at 8, the Charmed Ones have to stop a demon that's terrorizing the entire town. Charmed at 8, followed by Angel at 9 on the WB Big Sunday. More we looked at that replay. It was a terrible call by the officials assessing Hiram Fuller with his 4th foul, but immediately after the Pacific game in his post-game news conference, Ray Lopes said, we're going to go in there, there are going to be a lot of people, they're going to be rooting against us, and we're not going to get any calls.
Yep, you're going into Big 12 country, and Ray knew it. He's been around here for a long time, so he knows how tough it is to win in Stillwater, but his gang has hung in there tight, but they're going to have to clamp down now.
Williams nearly went up and down. Pounded by Jackson. Now drives the baseline, pulls up for 2. Rebound comes off to Woods. Fresno State, just a 7-point game. Bulldogs made up a 10-point deficit in the first half. Todd's pass is errant, but it goes out of bounds off of Williams. It'll be Fresno State ball, 27 on the shot clock.
Oh, Rolando Todd looking to penetrate, and Oklahoma State did a nice job of sealing him off. Nowhere to go.
Still like to see Travis Demandby get going. Only taken 1 shot in the game.
He didn't take any shots in his last game against UOP. Again, he's the focus of a lot of the teams now because of what he's done in recent weeks and how well he shot from beyond the arc.
Down on the shot clock. And another pass intercepted. Sanders. See it.
He almost hung on the rim, but that's the second time in the second half. Playing the passing lanes, Melvin Sanders has made a play. He's also blocked the shot. His defense is spearheading this particular run for Oklahoma State.
Both passes were from Todd, who fires the 3. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma State ball.
Ray may be thinking about a timeout about now. His team's out of sorts at the offensive end. Oklahoma State is playing very strong at the defensive end, and they're getting big plays. And obviously when you get slam dunks and big steals like this, it really ignites the crowd. And here at Gallagher-Iba Arena, they're into it about now.
That was what I was talking about earlier when I said if they get the transition going, they can be spectacular.
Yeah, again, they play above the rim, and the fans are all standing them here, at least most of them, because they're into it. And Eddie Sutton's got it going about this juncture. Fresno State needs to settle down. They're still within contact, only 9 back.
Woods, left-hander, in and out. Rebound comes off to Allen.
Mustafa Al-Sayed back in for the Bulldogs. Fresno State in foul trouble.
And McFarland forced into the turnover by Demandby. Travis Demandby, who just became engaged, by the way, and will be married in June. Not getting much going offensively before. He is just tough on defense.
Terry Pettis back in, and he played well for Fresno State, and the team played well around him. Again, he's the truest of all the point guards. Todd didn't play much point guard in high school.
Another breakaway opportunity. This is McFarland with the left-handed jam.
There's the timeout. He needs to slow the flow right now.
Oklahoma State enjoys its biggest lead in the game, up by 11, 13-17 to play.
Okay, this is what I want in a bank. Free checking, free convenient ATM locations, free unlimited phone access to my account, and free internet home banking. And I want a bank with a warm, friendly staff.
Maybe a bank isn't what you need. What you really need is State Center Credit Union. Everything you're looking for, plus great rates on loans and savings accounts. Invest in yourself. Join State Center Credit Union. Sean Millbrook, 1 block west of Fresno State. Open Monday through Friday till 6 p.m.
On the WB's Big Sunday, it's your second chance to view 2 WB dramas. First, Someone So Close.
Hiding the truth only keeps people apart.
We'll learn everything. Easy View Smallville. Then, the critics call Everwood a breakout hit.
I don't know whether or not you've ever had sex, and you never will. Okay, then.
Easy View Everwood. After Smallville. It all starts early.
Today at 5 on WB 59. Fresno State basketball is brought to you by Gottschalk's. Now that's what I call a sale. By the Bulldog Brewing Company. By Fresno Lexus, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. And by Carl's Jr.
The opening of the Save Mart Center, less than a year away, but it won't be a true home for your Bulldogs until you reserve your seats. And don't be left out. Less than 2,000 seats remain. Call the Save Mart Center PSL office at 244-2990. Invest in your personal seat license today. 7-0 run by Oklahoma State has opened this lead up to 11. This was a 3-point game at halftime, and in the first 6 minutes and 45 seconds of the second half, the Bulldogs have scored just 6 points, been outscored 14-6.
Oklahoma State playing tremendous man-for-man defense.
Fans saw Pettis drag the foot. Ronaldo Major now in the game. He drives the baseline, is cut off from double team. Woods tries to get between his legs, hustles to the back. Jackson to Pettis, 5 on the shot clock. Does he know it? Yes, he'll fire for 3. Woods skies for the rebound. He'll get it back out to Pettis. And Ray Lopes says, okay, slow it down, get it back under control. Felix, that's out of his range, isn't it? Yes. Save on the floor, goes to Damon Jackson. That's short. Tipped up by Major. He can't get it to fall. Jackson hustles for the rebound. Bulldogs really hustling in this possession.
Yeah, after the timeout, the Bulldogs really going hard to the glass.
Pettis with a fall away. Felix skies, has it blocked by Miller. And a foul by Pettis.
Again, Oklahoma State. You're right. Felix went above everyone. Just
really jumped out of the gym.
Oh, that was unbelievable. Great sequence offensively and just as good defensively for Oklahoma State. Again, this team blocks 7 shots a game. You see the leap by Felix going above everyone, and Miller with the timing to block it there and deny Fresno State. That was wonderful stuff. Fresno State exerting so much energy to get the ball, and Oklahoma State doing just as much defensively to deny them the shots.
Under 12 minutes to play. Allen, that's a 2-pointer. Long rebound comes off. Major with a foul. Allen got the rebound. Major came from behind, got a piece of Allen. 17 fouls on Fresno State.
Allen shoots the line drive shots. Doesn't have much of an arc on his delivery, but he is an accurate shooter. Come in and giving them a scoring guard to go with Victor Williams on that back line. Can't imagine the Bulldogs are out playing a tougher defensive team all season long. I mean, Tulsa might have a better all-around team, but defensively this team exerts tremendous pressure, and it's tough for Fresno State to get into their offensive flow.
Oklahoma State now on a 9-0 run has opened the lead up to 13. That's the biggest of the game for the Cowboys. Timeout in Stillwater. It's 47-34.
already know the Bulldog Brewing Company is the home of award-winning microbrewed beer. But did you know the Bulldog Brewing Company also has a great menu? There's fresh seafood, steaks, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and specialty dishes. Bulldog's pizza is made from fresh ingredients and slowly roasted in their wood-fired oven. The Bulldog Brewing Company is a great place to relax with family or friends, have lunch or dinner, get into the game on TV, or just kick back on the patio. Fresh beer brewed here. The Bulldog Brewing Company, Fresno.
At Woolco, we are really into business systems. By offering the world's best products and supporting them with the world's best people, we're creating the office of the future. And you know, it's a pretty amazing place. Woolco, California's #1 dealer of Toshiba copiers, fax machines, and digital imaging systems. Visit us at Woolco.com for the office nearest you.
You're shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright to see what you can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Monday on Seventh Heaven, Simon's caught in the middle of the problem, could land him in trouble with the law. It's the most grown-up decision he's ever made. The #1 family show on television, Seventh Heaven, Monday night at 8 on K-Free, WB59.
Well, the Bulldogs only shooting 28% in this game, and some of it is the fact that they're not shooting well. Most of it is great defense. You can see the drought there, almost 5 minutes, and that's a credit to Oklahoma State boxing off the offense of the Fresno State team inside. I mean, the Bulldogs have gotten some looks, but by boxing off, they've been blocking shots on that lower block. Oklahoma State doing a terrific job.
Fresno State been outscored 9-0 over that 4:45, and a lot of that coincides with the departure of Hiram Fuller with his 4th foul. Fuller is back in the game now. They're going to have a foul on Oklahoma State.
So is Noel Felix. He's playing with 4 fouls. And the game's getting very physical, which is not unexpected when you have 2 teams that play such tough, hard defense. So the fouls, you're going to be foul prone in a game like this when you have a physical contest.
Felix knocked McFarland before he went down. The basketball goes the other way, and we'll have a foul at the other end. It'll be Terry Pettis fouling Williams. McFarland very slow to get up off the floor at the other end.
Felix very fortunate he didn't foul out of the game there. He could have picked up an offensive charging foul.
Williams to the line. He will shoot 2. He's a 72% free throw shooter on the year, averaging 9 points, 4 assists, 2 steals a game.
Young man started his career in the Missouri Valley Conference when he was at Illinois State and transferred over to play with Eddie Sutton. And he has given Eddie a very solid point guard the last couple of years.
Oklahoma State starting to pull away now. 15 could lead.
Well, in the first half, Fresno State was able to answer after they gave up 12 in a row. Let's see if they can do it here in the back half.
And another turnover.
Can't do that if they're going to stay in.
Gadsden has it knocked away by Pettis, and then he was out of bounds when the ball came back to him.
Boy, Terry Pettis is active. You know, it's not always positive when you're a freshman. You make mistakes, but he is active, and you just got to like the effort that he exerts on the court.
Again, Fresno State has scored just 6 points in about the first 9 minutes here in the second half.
This Oklahoma State team is a better defensive team than last year's squad, and at one point last year, Oklahoma State was ranked in the top 5 in the country.
Gadsden double team, gets Jackson in the air, and when he came down, the whistle blew. Foul on Damon Jackson. And there'll be a parade at the free throw line for the next 10 minutes and 49 seconds for Oklahoma State.
Yeah, they're just playing so well defensively. It's tough for Fresno State to find a scoring presence. You come back with Demandby, and maybe he can get it going as Damon Jackson gets a breather. But it's been tough for Demandby to get loose against the quick perimeter athletes at Oklahoma State.
Gadsden with a miss of the front end of the 1-and-1. Pettis doing it himself. Terry Pettis count basket, and he was fouled. So the freshman a chance for a three-point play.
You got to like him. I mean, again, he just put his head down, broke down the defense. And again, it's not easy to break this defense down. But this is the play earlier from Sanders playing the passing lane, and that got him started. Here's another one from McFarland. Again, passing lane and a theft and a rejection. This is Oklahoma State at its best. When they run effectively, and they play above the rim.
Pettis made the free throw, converting the three-point play. Fresno State down by a dozen.
Back in that 1-3 zone, which was very effective in the first half, trying to slow the Cowboys down. It's tough to get back in the zone when they break it away and slam it at home like that. Can't get back, obviously, on defense when they get all those steals.
Weatherspoon blocked by Fuller out of bounds. Oklahoma State will have the basketball 6 on the shot clock. Hiram Fuller.
He's not playing timid, even though he has 4 fouls. Spectacular defensive play.
That's at least 2 blocks in the game for Fuller. Knocked away, taken by Pettis, and he was fouled on the reach around by Allen.
Terry Pettis again, working hard defensively. And again, he's active. I mean, he's already in a positive flow with his head coach. Ray Lopes likes Terry Pettis, but I think off of what he's seen today, Terry Pettis is going to get even more minutes. He said he was proud of him at halftime. Got to be really proud of him what he's doing in the second half.
Under 10 minutes to play in the basketball game. Pettis got away maybe with a little push-off. Works around the screen from Fuller. Spins. Alters the shot. Excellent opportunity for Fresno State. The rebound, no good. Another attempt put up and in by Noel Felix. So now Fresno State with 5 unanswered points.
But again, they did this in the first half. They were able to answer. They took the hit from Oklahoma State and came right back. And again, when they score, they can get back into that zone defense, which troubles Oklahoma State. And there's Pettis
by Pettis. Another steal for Fresno State. 2-on-2. Pettis going to take it all the way. Followed by Felix, who stuffs it home. Fans say he was hanging on the rim. No call there.
He was hanging on the rim. He got away with it.
He had some traffic underneath him as well. May have had an excuse. Timeout called by Oklahoma State. 9:12 to play. It's a 30-second timeout. Bulldogs back within 8. After trailing by 15, 7 unanswered points, Fresno State.
Key, you score, you can set back up in your defense, and Terry Pettis has been so active. It's a pretty simple game when you get back in that zone and play defense like Pettis has. Number 3's been the guy who didn't quite put it in, but then the follow by Felix, and again, his explosive leaping ability.
And his defense, watch the players around him underneath.
Yeah, but in terms of holding on to the rim? Yeah, but he was on their way. So, that one could have been called, but, you make the case for the fact that there was traffic in the area. And if there's traffic underneath you, you are allowed to hang on that rim. But it's Terry Pettis with the strong defense, and it's the fact that the Bulldogs are making shots and they can get back and play on defense. And as you can see, it's not easy to win here.
Yeah, how about that? You led 104 games against non-conference opponents here. You're 103-1.
Well, Maryland just had their 87-game non-conference opponent winning streak snapped the other night by Florida. So, this is one of the great environments. I mean, you got a tremendous arena, a faithful fan base, and you're playing one of the best conferences with good athletes. You're going to win a lot of games at home.
And as we said at the beginning, you people expected Fresno State to win this game, but the fact that the Bulldogs are in a position and have been hanging right with this team, that's all you can ask for.
No, I thought they had a chance to win. I said it right on top. Was I certain they were going to win? Absolutely not. But I thought they could play with them. If you look at these two teams, they match up very, very evenly. But it's never easy to win at Gallagher-Iba Arena.
This is Sanders. He'll drive. Pull up. Little Strong gets his own rebound, and he's fouled in the putback. Sanders came crashing in after the miss. Got the wrong board. And he'll go to the line.
They're the double bonus already against Sanders with a good up fake to lose Major. Can't play defense from behind. That up fake threw Major off.
Ronaldo Major becomes the third Bulldog to pick up his fourth foul. Noel Felix and Hiram Fuller the other two. Major goes out. He's replaced by Damon Jackson. Jackson with 11 points. He had 8 in the first half.
Solid numbers for Melvin Sanders, and he does it game in and game out.
Sanders makes them both. That breaks the Bulldogs scoring run.
Look at those points, rebounds, and assists, but Sanders is even better at the defensive end.
Pettis dishes it off. Jackson tries to force it up. Felix with a rebound. Now 7 on the shot clock. Pettis knows it. Works around the screen from Fuller. Can't get it to go. Rebound Sanders. Approaching the 8-minute mark here in Stillwater. A 10-point lead for the Cowboys.
You just don't get easy shots against Oklahoma State. Fresno State having to work for every opportunity.
And it's not just around the basket. It's tough out on the perimeter. Fresno State's only attempted 11 three-point shots in the game. Timeout on the floor. It's 7:50 to play in the basketball game. A 10-point lead for Oklahoma State. We'll be back to Stillwater right after this.
It's a magical time of the year at Gottschalk's. Great gifts, great prices. Gottschalk's has a gift for every member of your family. Get the gift of warmth and style this holiday. He'll love his new fleece by Shaver Lake. These are warm jackets and pullovers in his favorite colors, and are 50% off. Great gifts, great prices. Come into Gottschalk's and discover the magic.
I'll have your steak and cheese with some of that Southwest sauce. And please have a roast beef with Dijon horseradish.
Subway Club with hot peppers because we like it hot.
At Subway, every sandwich is fresh made just the way you want, with your choice of delicious meats, toppings, sauces, all on fresh baked breads.
Just give me what they're having.
Subway, eat fresh!
Get 3 taste regular foot-long subs for just $11.99. Now at participating Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh.
Jeep Wrangler owners speak their own language.
Fresno State women's basketball has entered a new era. First-year head coach Stacy Johnson-Klein poised to build a national power. Be part of the excitement. Get your 2002-2003 women's basketball season tickets by calling 278-DOGS or go online at GoBulldogs.com. Randy asked me during the break if I was having fun. I said I'm having a lot of fun because the team is playing is competitive, and I don't think playing that well offensively, but
I think it's Oklahoma State's defense. You know, I think Fresno State is going to be a good offensive basketball team. They move the ball well. They look for one another. They're very unselfish. They have good players. But Oklahoma State is so good defensively. Now, that was a bad play there. No communication inside and a turnover. You can't afford to do that. But throughout this game, they're going up against a solid defensive team, really one of the best defensive teams in the country.
Yeah, I think the pass was intended for Travis Demanby down there at the baseline, and he had just popped out to the wing beyond the three-point line. You see the turnover story. We may see Demanby taking some more three-pointers here in the final 7 minutes. He's only taken one shot in the game. Williams strong on the three. Rebound taken by Allen, who puts it up and in.
There's a guard who's an inside player. He can start from the perimeter, but he can also do damage there. And at 6'4", he was able to get inside and get a second basket on that sequence for them.
Fresno State's being out-rebounded 33-29. Felix will take the outside shot and hit it just inside the three-point line.
He's got a nice shot. He can hit that jumper. You leave him alone, he can make you pay.
Jackson. Rebound comes off to Damon Jackson. Drops it back for Pettis. He'll fire for three and hit it. Oh, Terry Pettis doing a great job as a freshman off the bench.
Had a nice pass by Damon Jackson to find the open Pettis. Pettis was recruited by Pitt in West Virginia and Bowling Green. Nearly went to West Virginia. You could see why some of the big guys really wanted him. He could really play, and obviously almost went to Oklahoma, too, when Ray was recruiting him there. He's a nice find for the Fresno State program, Terry Pettis.
Williams along three, and that's good.
That's a veteran answering a rookie. Pettis hit the first three, and Victor Williams is really into it, trying to get the crowd back into it.
Pettis offensive foul.
Trying to do too much.
My words exactly.
You know, you just got to like the way this kid's playing. I mean, and again, I said it before, it's not always going to be all good. He's a freshman, and he's picked up 4 fouls. But you put an E next to him, not just for excellence, it's for effort. He has been wonderful exerting pressure on defense and playing hard on offense.
Well, who hasn't picked up 4 fouls in the red jerseys? Fuller, Felix, Major, Pettis. 5.5 to play. Orlando Todd, by the way, back in the game for Fresno State. Guarding Gadsden, who throws it away.
So the constant here is the Bulldogs are still playing good defense. And again, even if you're not playing well at the offensive end and have trouble scoring, if you can play defense and match their intensity, you can hang in there. And that's what Fresno State's doing in the second half. They continue to play good defense. And Oklahoma State has had trouble against the zone throughout the game.
Pass knocked away by Williams. Todd hustles back to get it. Jackson for 3. Hit the shot clock. Out of bounds, Oklahoma State. Under 5 minutes to play. 10-point Cowboy lead.
That would have been a big three. That could have really mentally got the Bulldogs right there. Down 10 is a lot different than 7 at this stage, under 5 to go.
Allen for 3. Demandy with the rebound, and then I think he was fouled. Andre Williams got Demandy by the arm.
Yeah, really a silly foul at this stage. I mean, Demandy had the ball. You're Andre Williams. Get back and play defense. No reason to get in a position where you have to reach against a smaller player. Demandy does a nice job getting the ball. And there's Williams just going over the back and slapping him on the arm. But Fresno State now needs to make these trips count.
Jackson with the fall away. Putback is no good. Taken in the front court. Sanders. In and out. McFarland with the finish.
One of the best offensive rebounders in the Big 12 on display. Ivan McFarland. Following up. He's always there to clean up the mess.
Timeout, Fresno State. 5 unanswered points by the Cowboys. The Bulldogs had gotten within 7. And now Oklahoma State stretches back out to a 12-point lead. Bulldogs are talking it over. An epidemic is striking Everwood, and Dr. Brown goes on a crusade to educate the town of the danger, but the town doesn't want to hear it. Catch the new WB drama everyone is talking about. Treat Williams stars in Everwood Monday night at 9 on the Valley's WB K-Free WB 59.
You should be in that Ralph Wood in Everwood.
Ralph Wood in Everwood. I'm busy here. I like what I'm doing.
We're having fun. They're not having fun with the foul trouble. But again, and it is a factor, but the Bulldogs can't be concerned about that right now. There's under 5 minutes to go, 4:05. They need to make shots stay tough on defense. Eddie Sutton knows he's been in a ball game against a Fresno State team that I think is going to just be very, very solid all year long. Do a lot of damage in the WAC.
Individually in scoring leaders, McFarland has 16 points and 9 rebounds. The Bulldogs get 11 apiece from Damon Jackson and Noel Felix. Jonathan Woods, their leading scorer, just 4 points so far. Another turnover. Bounce pass to Williams to Allen, who puts it home.
Well, there's a guard playing above the rim, and again it was tight defense on Pettis, forcing the turnover. The defense gives them the transition to offense, which means points. And they are overplaying on everything. Andre Williams picked up the foul. But look at the pressure exerted defensively by Oklahoma State. They are everywhere against Fresno State. How quick is this team? They can really lock you down. There's the steal, the dish, and the guard, Allen, putting it down. Boy, they overplay. And it's a tribute to the Big 12. This team is ranked 6th, at least in the preseason polls, behind Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Texas Tech. How good is the Big 12?
Hiram Fuller going to the free throw line to try cutting to this lead. He's now swelled to 14. Ray Lopes calling Terry Pettis over to the sideline.
A good relationship is being built with Lopes and Pettis. You can tell they like one another and look to one another. I think Terry Pettis is going to be a really good player for Fresno State for 4 years.
Another timeout. Both free throws good by Fuller. 12-point game. You know, Pettis he's taken 11 shots in the game. Looking at the stats here, it was surprising. He's shot 11 times. He's 2 of 11.
Yeah, he's not shooting well, and he's making some mistakes, but he's so active. You know, you got to like that. And I don't think there's a lot of guys with good shooting percentages for Fresno State today, but again, they're going up against a very rugged defensive team. And everybody's overplaying.
Be sure to take care of all your holiday Bulldog needs and stop by the Bulldog Shop, the official apparel store of Fresno State Athletics. Bulldog Shop, located at the corner of Cedar and Barstow, is now open on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. throughout the holiday shopping season. You can also shop online at GoBulldogs.com.
Yeah, Oklahoma State overplays and plays hard. You know, a lot of teams will go overplay and they'll pressure you for 2 or 3 minutes. But this team plays hard for 40 minutes. And I think that's as great an experience it is for the Bulldogs to come in here and play in this environment. For their offense to see this kind of defensive pressure displayed for 40 minutes. Now when they see it against the Tulsa or some of the tough teams when they get in deep into the conference, they will have seen it. And I think they'll be able to react to it a lot better. It's a great experience for Fresno State.
The Bulldogs have turned it over 18 times. Given up 10 steals.
The shooting percentage is, again...
and constant about the whole game.
Yeah, and again, Fresno State's missed some shots they shouldn't have missed. So they had some looks. But most of those misses were provided with a great defense. You realize when Fresno State beat this team last year 58-52, they both shot 35%. It's not like the Bulldogs beat them by shooting great. You got to just beat them by out-defensing them, and that's what they did last year. They played great defense to limit them to 52.
Pettis, the freshman, back out on the floor, along with Felix, Fuller, Jackson, and Demanby for Fresno State. 3:34 to play. Oklahoma State with the basketball and a 12-point lead.
It says a lot. Pettis is still out there, and Rolando Todd is not. Ray Lopes has confidence in his freshman.
And we don't know if Todd was either ill. It's a kick ball on Fuller. They'll reset the clock for 35. I don't know if Fuller or Todd is a little ill, or if Pettis is giving the coaching staff something to think about.
Well, I'm looking over Rolando Todd. He looks fine. I just think, again, it's the energy that Pettis is playing with that Ray Lopes likes.
Not just offensively, but we've seen him at the defensive end play very well.
And here's smart play by Oklahoma State. The clock's certainly their ally. You know, if the Bulldogs are going to hang back in that zone, they're going to just milk the clock.
It's going into that old San Jose State offense we saw a couple of years ago.
Well, it's a smart thing to do. The clock is more of a factor right now than Fresno State. They have almost enough points. They lead by a dozen.
Williams set up for a sweet shot by Victor Williams. Just off the dribble, pulls up and buries the jumper. It's a long three for Damon Jackson. He practiced those in pregame. He says, you know I can make that.
He hit 7 last year. That's 4 today. And there's a lot of oohs and ahs at Gallagher-Iba after that one. That was from downtown.
11-point game under 2.5 minutes to play.
And the Bulldogs are the man for man. They can't afford to relax back in that zone now and have Oklahoma State eat up all the clock. They're doing a good job of milking it down anyway.
9 on the shot clock. Approaching 2 minutes to play in the basketball game. Again, Williams throws it out of bounds, and they're going to discuss it was deflected by Fresno State, but just 2 on the shot clock. So it'll be Oklahoma State ball. And Eddie Sutton wants to take a timeout and talk about it.
Not happy with Victor Williams out in the perimeter area. They wanted him to give the ball up. Too much one-on-one.
Well, Williams has hit a couple of big baskets here in the last 2 minutes. A big three, and then he just hit that jumper. This broadcast is authorized under telecasting rights granted by the Fresno State Athletic Corporation, intended solely for non-commercial use. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of the descriptions, accounts, pictures, or sounds of the broadcast without the express written consent of the Fresno State Athletic Corporation is prohibited. Coach Lope sending his guys out for the final 2 minutes, 4 seconds of this one. And not much Oklahoma State can do offensively here, but catch and shoot with 2 on the shot clock. Sanders lobs it. Williams has it go off his hands, and then Williams fouls Pettis. That'll be it for Andre Williams. Foul number 5. Pettis to the free throw line.
Funny with all those
Bulldogs within 9.
Yeah, it's funny with all the Bulldogs in foul trouble. All those players with 4. Andre Williams is the first one to foul out. Been a very good player this season for Eddie Sutton's group. Andre didn't think he committed a foul. This wasn't his strongest effort today, as you can see by that line.
And the Bulldogs, like Pettis, Felix, and Fuller, who played most of the second half in foul trouble with 4, are sticking around. Pettis makes it a 10-point game. Hits them both. 9-point Oklahoma State lead. Nearly lost in the backcourt by Sanders as he was hounded by Pettis.
Yeah, he's a hawk, Pettis. And again, it's his intensity. It's giving him the minutes.
Williams alters the shot. Nice play by Victor Williams.
He can break you down off the dribble. You can see how well Victor Williams handles the ball. That's one personal battle going on with Pettis and Victor Williams.
Jackson just hit one from right there. The rebound comes off to McFarland. He gets it to Williams. That's a good idea. Fouled in the backcourt by Damon Jackson.
Well, Victor Williams wants the ball in his hands late in the game as you look at our quick sign scoreboard. Boy, Victor down the stretch is, other than that one time where he went a little bit too much one-on-one, has done a good job controlling the Oklahoma State offense in the last 5 minutes.
The WAC scoreboard is brought to you by Quick Signs. It's actually more than the WAC scoreboard. It's all around college basketball from yesterday and last night. You can see the difference with Quick Signs.
Well, it looks like there'll be no more undefeated WAC teams. Fresno State the last to fall. Hawaii fell last night. But 5-1 at this point. I think Ray Lowe's got a good team. This will be a great learning experience. Some of his young players logging a lot of minutes. I think this will be a very good season in Fresno.
Felix with the rebound has to go off the back of the rim. Short on the putback, and Fuller is fouled as he tried to score. Boy, Noel Felix had 2 easy chances to put it in.
Yeah, should have dunked the first one, missed the second one, but again, you can't fault the effort. The Bulldogs, I think, have done a good job on the glass today, holding their own with Oklahoma State. They just against that defensive pressure, not able to get good looks, although they missed a couple easy ones there.
Victor Williams, I'm looking through, has scored 9 of the last 11 points for Oklahoma State. As Mustafa Al-Sayed will check in, he replaces Noel Felix. 1:18 to play in the basketball game. It's a 12-point game.
Oklahoma State has held 20 straight non-conference opponents to under 66 points in their home gym, and they're about to do it again. It'll be 21 straight times they've held the teams under 66 points. That shows how good they are defensively, especially in this building. They play with that great energy.
And Miller is fouled. It'll also be 104 of the last 105 non-conference games that they have won in Gallagher-Iba Arena.